Hello friends, welcome to DDR Academy. In this video, I am discussing blood pressure and the alterations of BP. If you have not subscribed the channel, subscribe it to get the notifications. The frequently asked questions related to this topic are also included at the end of the video, so please watch till the end. So what is BP? Blood pressure is the force exerted by the blood against the wall of blood vessels, and it includes two measurements, that is systolic blood pressure and diastolic blood pressure. So what is systolic blood pressure? It is the force exerted by the blood against the arterial wall during systole. It is the maximum pressure during ventricular contraction. And diastolic blood pressure is the force exerted by blood against the arterial wall during diastole. It is the minimum pressure when the ventricles are relaxed. The unit of measuring BP is millimeters of mercury. The normal blood pressure is 120/80 millimeters of mercury, and the systolic pressure here is 120 millimeters of mercury and diastolic pressure is 80 millimeters of mercury. Next is pulse pressure. It is the difference between systolic and diastolic pressure, and normally the pulse pressure is 40 millimeters of mercury. So now I am discussing the physiology of blood pressure. It reflects the interrelationship of cardiac output, peripheral vascular resistance, blood volume, viscosity and elasticity. Cardiac output is the product of two variables, that is the stroke volume and heartbeat. Heartbeat is simply a count of the number of times a heart beats per minute, and stroke volume is the amount of blood ejected by left ventricle in one contraction. As cardiac output increases, more blood is pumped against the arterial wall, causing BP to rise. Next is the peripheral vascular resistance. It is the resistance to the blood flow determined by the tone of vascular muscles and the diameter of blood vessels. Smaller the lumen, greater resistance, ultimately the blood pressure rises. That is why vasoconstriction leads to elevated blood pressure. Next is the blood volume. It is the volume of blood present in the vascular system. As soon as the blood volume increases, the pressure exerted against the arterial wall also increases. That is why giving IV fluids in hypotension increases the blood pressure. With hemorrhage and bleeding, the blood volume decreases and automatically BP falls. Next is viscosity. Viscosity reflects the thickness of the blood. The hematocrit, or the percentage of red blood cells in the blood, determines the blood viscosity. Greater the viscosity, blood flows slowly, heart contracts more forcefully to move the viscous blood, and it raises the blood pressure. Next is the elasticity. It is the ability of the arterial wall to expand. Greater the elasticity, greater will be the ability of the artery to expand its diameter, so that leads to the less resistance and less BP. During disease conditions and old age, the elasticity of blood vessels decreases, the walls become rigid, the resistance to blood flow and BP increases. Next is the factors influencing blood pressure. First one is age. Blood pressure varies throughout the age. As age increases, BP also increases, and older adults have a rise in systolic pressure related to decreased vessel elasticity. Exercise. Physical activity increases the cardiac output and BP. So 20 to 30 minutes rest period following the exercise is indicated before taking BP. Stress. Severe emotions like anxiety, fear, etc. causes the sympathetic nervous system to get activated, and thus there will be vasoconstriction of the arteries. It increases the heart contractions and ultimately raises the BP. Gender. After puberty, females have lower blood pressure than males due to the hormonal variations. But after menopause, BP increases in women. Race. African Americans have higher incidence of high BP than Europeans. Diet. People taking diet rich in salt and unsaturated fatty acids have high blood pressure. Next is smoking. Smoking results in the vasoconstriction or narrowing of the blood vessels, and thus it raises the BP. Medications. Many drugs increases the BP, and there are many of the drugs that decreases the BP also. Next is the diurnal variations. Pressure is usually lowest in the early morning when the metabolic rate is low and peak in the late afternoon or evening. Disease process. Any conditions that is associated with the heart and blood vessels can vary the blood pressure. Obesity. That is, both the childhood and adult obesity predispose to hypertension. So these are the factors affecting BP. Next is the alterations in blood pressure. So it can be the hypertension and hypotension. Hypertension is defined as a repeatedly elevated blood pressure exceeding 140/90 millimeters of mercury. That is, the systolic pressure is above 140 and diastolic pressure is above 90. It is associated with thickening and loss of elasticity in the arterial walls. So the peripheral vascular resistance increases and the heart pumps against this resistance. It can be primary or idiopathic hypertension and secondary hypertension. So what is primary hypertension? It is hypertension without a known cause. It can be familial or genetic factors. And secondary hypertension is the hypertension associated with known pathology. Hypotension is the low blood pressure when the systolic BP falls to 90 millimeters of mercury or below. It occurs due to the loss of substantial amount of blood volume, that is hemorrhage, or failure of heart muscle to pump adequately. Regarding the classification of BP, it can be categorized into hypotension, then pre-hypertension, stage 1 hypertension, stage 2 hypertension, and hypertensive crisis. Hypotension means the systolic BP is less than 90 and diastolic BP is less than 60. Normal BP is 90 to 120 millimeters of mercury, and for systolic and diastolic is 60 to 80 millimeters of mercury. For pre-hypertension, the systolic BP is 120 to 140 and diastolic BP is 80 to 90. In stage 1 hypertension, the systolic BP is 140 to 160 and diastolic BP is 90 to 100 millimeters of mercury. In stage 2 hypertension, the systolic BP is 160 to 180 and diastolic BP is 100 to 110. In case of hypertensive crisis, the systolic BP will be greater than 180 millimeters of mercury and diastolic BP will be greater than 110 millimeters of mercury. So this is the classification of BP. Then what is orthostatic hypotension or postural hypotension? The blood pressure falls when client sits or stands or with change in the posture. It is associated with weakness or fainting, and it is occurring due to the peripheral vasodilation. So that is known as the orthostatic hypotension. Next is the frequently asked questions related to this topic. Also, you can watch the other videos uploaded that include the previous year questions and subscribe the channel to get the notifications. The first question is, which of the following is an objective data? Options: pain, itching, blood pressure and satiety. Here the right answer is blood pressure. All other are subjective data. Difference between systolic and diastolic blood pressure is options: pulse deficit, pulse pressure, pressure deficit, hypertension. And the right answer is pulse pressure. Next, if the BP comes between 140 to 159 bar 90 to 99 millimeters of mercury, it comes under options: pre-hypertension, hypotension, stage 1 hypertension, stage 2 hypertension. The right answer is stage 1 hypertension. Pre-hypertension means BP between 120 to 139 bar 80 to 89, BP less than 120 bar less than 80, BP between 140 to 159 bar 90 to 99, none of these. Here the right answer is BP between 120 to 139 bar 80 to 89. The force exerted by blood against the walls of the blood vessels as it flows through them is called options: pulse, blood pressure, cardiac output, stroke volume. The correct answer is blood pressure. Next is contraction of a ventricular chamber is called options: systole, diastole, hypertrophy, diastasis. The correct answer is systole. Next is hypertension is a condition in which the systolic above 100, systolic above 120, systolic above 140, systolic above 110. Here the correct answer is systolic above 140. So thank you for watching this video. Subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the notifications.